Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. I am Poonam Marwah. So today I am talking about my 5 awakening moments. Okay, so my journey started 10 years back. My first awakening moment was when I joined a workshop where I had to write for 21 days for 1 hour every day. But I kept on writing 2 3 hours every day and I poured my heart out. I wrote everything. I was till here I was stuffed, I was suffering at that time, and I kept on writing. I wrote I opened my heart and wrote about everything, and I cried for those 2 hours 3 hours every day. I i just wrote everything that came up. I just kept on writing, kept on releasing, and 21 days, in 21 days, so much release happened that for 1 month there was so much pain in my body, because when you release your stored emotion of so many years, what happened is that emotional charge is released in the body, so your body will start paining. So 1 month I was like, could not get up from the bed, there was so much pain, but I knew that it is good. Somehow I knew that this pain is good, so I did not take any medicine, anything. But what happened after that was, and I that's why I tell most of the people that for first step you can go either journaling or Ho'oponopono prayer, because it heals very fast, first layer. But most of the people, when they do journaling, what they do is they don't write everything, they don't let the everything come up and write with the whole honesty, with authenticity, everything. Let the things come up, let the emotional charge comes up, they hold themselves, they don't write it. And I was writing and sending it to someone, so I was also scared that I'm writing everything all about myself. So but I thought it's the best time, let's release. And what happened after that was, because of that, my first layer got dissolved. Okay, and I felt emptiness for the first time in my life, and there was so much peace, there was so much happiness, peace I felt first time in my life. And I was like, oh, I thought that it's done, now I will be always, this state will be there, I will always be happy. But this was only first layer that got dissolved. So that was my first awakening moment. And then my second was when I went to Vipassana. Vipassana happened also because what happens is, when you start on this path, when you say that, okay, I want to now dissolve, I want to come out of suffering, I want peace, I want happiness, I want my life back, I want my life to be very effortless. So from somewhere I got this insight, because when you start on this path, you start getting insights, download that life has to be effortless. Life should not be so complicated. So I some from somewhere I heard the word Vipassana. I did not know anything about the Vipassana. I did not know that it's a 10 days silent meditation and you have to sit for 14 hours every day for meditation. I did not know any of that. Okay, and I just heard the word Vipassana. I said I want to go, and you know that in Vipassana you get three months advance booking. You don't get the spot. Luckily, because life plan it for you. When you are in this path and you are asking for guidance, life plan it for you. Okay, so what happened, I just saw that 3 4 days back there is something starting in Jaipur, and somehow one slot was available, maybe because it was June and Jaipur is very hot, and I got that slot and I went out there. I When I reached there, I came to know that 10 days you have to sit, and there at that time I had a back problem, I had a cervical, all this is got dissolved now, because all the pain in the body is also because of stuck emotions. So when I reached there for after 2 3 days, what started happening is my mind was like, I want to go back, I can't stay here, because 12 13 hours meditation was going on, I can't stay here. But I said, because I knew that something big will happen if I stay. So I told my mind, okay, if I die, then also I'll not leave. Let me die here, but I will not leave. I'll stay here, because I was feeling that something big will open up. Because before every awakening, you start getting that feeling. You start getting that feeling a door is now going to open and next phase will come. And that's what exactly happened in Vipassana. After 3 4 5 days of meditation, I guess, something I saw, that I saw the mechanics of my mind, that it kept on chasing one promotion after another, one success after another, and it was never happy. It was just chasing, and it was always asking for what next, what next, what next. So I saw it very clearly. For the first time in my life, I saw it very clearly. I was not aware about any of this stuff about mind at that time, and that opened my eyes, that why I was chasing, and that maybe this was the reason for my suffering also, that I was chasing so much. So that was second awakening moment that opened my awareness, that you say na, there is one crack and you start seeing better. Okay, that was the second awakening moment. The third was happened when I joined. So I kept on joining more workshops also, learning from videos, YouTube, all that stuff. So I joined a workshop. In that there was a very big person, international speaker was there, and he was very spiritual. Okay, so it was like that. In his presence, we were 400 people in that workshop. You can feel, everyone could feel his presence. It was so powerful. So I generally, wherever I go, I ask questions, because I'm very curious, I want to know answers. So I asked him questions, and I was crying and all that stuff. And that 400 people, I stood up and I started sharing, and I was crying. So he listened to me for maybe 15 minutes, and there was one statement he said, no answer, nothing. He said, it's all about you. And I was like, what is this? How come it is about me? It's about the other person. These are the reasons, they have done this, they have done that. How come it is about me? It can't be about me. But I said, if he has, but that stuck with me, that statement, it's all about you. It kept on going in my mind, and I said, okay, let's find out. So from that moment, I started going inside, started looking at what is going inside me, what are my patterns, what is happening, and I started going back to all my past memories, everything, and starting to see it from a different light, not from blaming, or not from whose fault was this, why this happened to me, all that stuff, but just starting seeing that what was actually happening and all that stuff. And that, as I kept on doing that, that's opened so many things inside me. I could see my patterns, I could see why things were repeating, I could see why I was suffering, and why all that stuff I kept on seeing again and again. I was playing it, but not now, not just to, I was not suffering, I was seeing it. Okay, so that was the third awakening moment. Fourth happened when I was in last year, I was in Sydney. So I got a lot of time to spend with myself alone, and working on myself and finding out different things. So I started practicing. Then I again joined a course on all this stuff. So I started a routine that let's get uncomfortable. Let's go to all the uncomfortable part of myself, because by that time I released so much. I could see all my triggers. I released that. I released my fears. Everything, so much I have released, that was obvious. So before that also, what I started doing, I started looking for triggers everywhere, wherever I could see a trigger. So I was like looking it as an opportunity. Oh, I found something to release. I found something to release, and I released so much now that nothing was coming up on its own. So I said, okay, let's get uncomfortable and start inviting things that's making me uncomfortable, so that something should, that is maybe very very deep, should come up. Okay, but so I was doing all that stuff, and suddenly one day something happened, that my mind and my awareness flipped. So my awareness become bigger, and my mind become smaller, and my mind came into my awareness. So I started seeing everything, every thought I started seeing, every emotion that comes, I will see it first, and then it will pass through. So every thought, every emotion I started seeing, okay, now this thought is coming, okay, this emotion is coming. I could see it clearly. So the awareness expanded a lot, and mind became smaller, and I could see all the thoughts, all the emotions, everything. So that was the fourth one. Okay, and the fifth one just happened recently, where everything started getting integrated. Everything, my nervous system, my body, my mind, everything got integrated, and now it's not my mind is separate, my heart is separate, my body is separate. So and I it got integrated to such an extent that now if something happens, if some fear comes or some thought comes, so I could feel the sensation in my body, and then I could see that it is going to my mind, and my mind is now creating stories, or thoughts are coming and emotions are coming. So that happened recently. And what happened is, when all these parts got integrated, so now I realize that there's nothing wrong in anyone, in me or anyone. We are not broken, we are not damaged, we are not anything. All thoughts are welcome. All I started allowing my thoughts, emotions, everything is right, there's nothing wrong, nothing. So when all different parts of me stop fighting, that this thought is coming, this is allowed, this is coming, this is allowed, emotions are allowed, everything. And I could see thought comes and they go away, then emotions come and they go away, and I feel them fully, so they are not getting accumulated. So I realized that how suffering happen is when say in past, and whenever something happen, breakup happens, emotional trauma happen, whatever happen, job loss happen, money loss happen, so many things happen, is when there are good moments we experience it fully, more than fully we experience it. But when there is bad moments or something wrong happens, we don't go there, we don't want to experience it, we distract ourselves, we start thinking about something and we suppress it. So they keep on getting accumulating. Since childhood we are doing that. Since childhood we would have been doing it unknowingly, but now knowingly we are doing it for so many years. So they start getting accumulated, and the emotional charge is so much. Then everyone is triggering us, whatever happens, everything comes up, and then there is a anger, there is a frustration, there is a lag, there is all these things have accumulated inside us. So once we have released that, like I have released everything, every thought, emotion, past, I have released, so I don't get triggered now anymore. There is a continuous peace inside me, there is continuous peace, happiness, all that stuff is going. But emotions keeps on coming, and I allow that. It's not that I don't have emotions now, I don't have thoughts now, everything. And there's nothing wrong in anything, we are human, so thoughts are allowed, emotions are allowed, feelings are allowed. But what we need to do is we have to feel them fully, we don't have to reject them. Once you start feeling them fully, one by one, so they'll start coming up, and you can release. It takes time, but you can release all past also, and then present you don't accumulate, so your mind stop interfering. And so presence plus non-interference of mind, so you heal yourself completely. And when you accept every part of yourself, when you accept, allow, acknowledge every part of yourself and love every part of yourself, so there is so much only love is there inside you. And when you accept and acknowledge every part of yourself, you don't project your unloved parts on other person, so there is no fight, then there is no mind. And you accept other person also as it is, because you have accepted and loving yourself as it is, you accept other person as also as it is. So there is no mind interfering, there is no mind judging the other person, there is no mind complaining, there is no. So because mind has stopped interfering, because not because I have forced it to stop interfering, because there is no need now, there is no fight happening, because everything is allowed, everything is accepted, everything is loved, because everything is part of me and I am human, so everything is part of being human. Okay, so everyone is allowed. My nervous system capacity is maybe this one, it is allowed. Other person nervous system capacity is maybe this one or this one. So everything is okay, everything is allowed, everything is accepted, and everything is loved. When you do that, so there is only love, because there is nothing unloved inside us, so it is not projected on other people also. So those were my 5 awakening moments. You please share your awakening moments also, and I hope that it helps you in some way. And let me know your comments, and please like, share and subscribe to this channel for more such videos. And I will be coming up free healing session soon, and you can join me on YouTube for that. So please subscribe to my channel, so that you are aware, updated about that. Okay, thank you so much, love you.